the Helvellyn range again. Up behind me there, that little peak. Where's it at? Is Catsy Cam. Ooh. But I'm not heading that way. I'm not heading to Helvellyn. We're going up to raise. And already it's raising my blood pressure. My heartbeat certainly. I think my blood pressure's alright. And I've got a sweat on because I've just walked up from Glenridding, where I fueled up on Raspberry Ripple Lakeland ice cream, which was very nice, thank you. And hopefully that'll get me up the hill with a little bit of support from you lot. So, come on, see how we get on. So if any of you think about taking this route over to Raise and Whiteside, if you're young and fit, you'll have no problems whatsoever. The fact that, you know, obviously I'm a little over 35 now, and maybe not the fit specimen I used to be. You know, I'm not saying I'm struggling. I'm not struggling. This here is not perspiration. There's kind of like a mist in the air, I think, like a humidity. Nothing to do with me. No, I don't sweat. This is easy, easy. So that down there is Greenside Mine, or what's left of it anyway. Always gets me. These rich buffoons that did coal mine and lead mine and whatever back in the day, raped the land, never put it back the way it was, so the place looks shit like that, full of shale and bits of scrap metal and whatever. And then oh, people say, oh, but give us jobs. Or what did we do before the jobs? We lived off the land. We had our own land. We grew vegetables and had a cow and a pig, and we swapped off each other. And we were very canny, thank you, before the tyrants got us into the mills and the mines and whatever. And then they leave the land looking like that. And then, with all the money they made out of us, out of our ancestors, they've got some big stately halls somewhere, haven't they? People go gladly to visit and pay money to see. When you think about how stupid people are, you know, it's crazy really, isn't it? Oh, I like a good rant now and again. Yeah, but look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Helvellyn that way, just round the corner. And then there's Glenridding and Ullswater just down the valley there. Certainly needed that. God, it's not actually that hot, it's about 18 to 20 degrees maybe, but obviously when you're climbing like this you're gonna feel it. I think I'm at some sort of plateau now. So the land is opened up into this huge valley actually. Very flat, easy going, which is most welcome at this point. Lots of debris about, you know, from the mines. But yeah, look at that. So the path, obviously, that's where I'm heading. It'll take us all the way along the bottom of that hillside, then up the beck and up onto the top of Raise. Not bad once you get, you know, the hard bit out the way there. And I won't lie to you, it was a bit of a struggle, you know. I guess here, when you get over 35. Ah, it's just beautiful there now, the sun's out. It's wonderful. It's so quiet. And there's just nobody up this path at all. It's not a popular route, you know. Everyone's going to Helvellyn or what have you. People ask, you know, why would someone climb up a mountain and camp on top of it? Seems like a lonely pursuit. And it's not a lonely pursuit. It's a pursuit of solitude. It's about being alone with yourself. Quite often, you know, this going on all the time, this is just chitter chatter all the time. Never stops. And we think that's us. And we're having these conversations with ourselves in our minds. We think, well, yeah, that's me. I'm talking to me. It's our personalities. And it's not really. It's all the programs and patterns that we've developed, that we've been indoctrinated with all through our lives. School, the family that we were raised in, work, our peers, our friends, our other halves. All of that moulds this narration that goes on in our heads the whole time. And when you climb up a mountain and you sit on top of it, all quiet by yourself, and you're just present, you can't beat it. You learn who that person is. You hire yourself, not the constant chatter. You learn how to switch it off and just be. Just switch it off. Just sort of rise above it and listen to yourself. It's a hoot when you hear all the rubbish that you come out with in your head. It's not you. A lot of people never actually get to know themselves, to know thyself. And it's in those moments of solitude that you get to know thyself. But for me, it can be in the depths of the woods. Definitely. Trees, really in tune with trees. They give off a wonderful frequency. And up a mountain. Definitely. You should try it, get to know yourself. You'd be amazed. That was nice, just having a big crack with that fella there. So the thing about the Lake District, you get people from all over, don't you? He was from a little village called St. Day, near Redruth in Cornwall. You get people from all over, and I like that you could just meet somebody and have a big crack if you fancy it, or avoid them if you don't, you know. And that's what I like about going off by yourself. You're by yourself if you want to be, but there's always somebody about if you want to have a big crack. I'm getting there. So there you can see the ski slope in between those two lines. Hello, little herdies. Well, we've made it to the crossroads. I think that's called Stye Barrow Side Barrow Dodd up there. Oh, here's like a crossroads here, junction, and you turn left to go up onto Raise. Now I'm just taking in these gorgeous views. That's Ullswater, that's Side Barrow Dodd that I've just sort of come from, and like I say, I think that's Sternwater over there. Those gorgeous mountains to the right and to the left, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, will that be Skiddaw to the right? Not really sure. Not sure. I'll have to look that up. And we've just come to the top of Raise here, and I am knackered. So we made it on top of Raise. I think it's a kick in the arse off 2,900 feet. And I have to tell you, what a panorama. It's absolutely stunning. You've got Helvellyn there. Ooh. You can see for miles. Right over the Langdales in the distance. That's Whiteside just in front of you, and then that path leads up on the top of Helvellyn. And don't think me it up with this camera, but I can see Squirrel Edge going up onto the top of Helvellyn. Beautiful. Well, I have to say, it's a hard choice where to pitch. It's very rocky, so I'll have a hard job getting me pegs in, but I've got views of Catsy Cam and Helvellyn there behind us. Down in the valley down there, I've got Film here, Sternwater. Honestly, it's lush. I'm not far from the path. You can see the path there, and I don't like that because there's a cairn. But it's getting on a bit now. It's getting towards 7 o'clock. I don't think there's anybody going to be coming over now, and do you know what, I don't care. So I think to take advantage of these views, I'm going to picture about here. Not a bad view at all. So I'm just checking inside the tent to see how we are for being level and getting a good night's sleep, and it's very good. And just looking out my window, what do you think of the view? Room with a view. Well, first things first, food. I brought myself a couple of hard-boiled eggs and some HP sauce, courtesy of Wetherspoons, which I'll have on my hard-boiled eggs. And I'm kind of annoyed myself because when I was getting ready to come this morning, I was thinking, it's only a Tuesday. You don't want to take alcohol. You don't need to bring alcohol every time you go out for a camp. You know, you just don't. You know, if you need it every time, you've got a problem, haven't you? You have. So I just made sure, because it's hot. It's red hot. So I made sure I brought plenty water, fresh water. You know, 2.5 litres of fresh water, and that's more important than alcohol. So you know, I looked in the fridge and there was 2 nice cold pint cans of Stella Artois in there. A few cans of G&T, and I was a good boy. I was. I said, no, you don't need it, David. You just don't need it. And now I'm sitting here thinking, could murder a can, like. But hot-boiled egg it is. So what's more appetising than that? Looks like a head and shit itself, doesn't it? Tastes good though. So tonight we've got beef stew. Could have been beef curry if I put curry powder in, but instead I'm putting gravy granules in. So that makes it beef stew. Oh, and we're boiled already. Doesn't take long that, does it? Literally 2 minutes. Ow, ow, ow. So we'll shove that in there. If I can find my spoon, it'd be brilliant. I'll add my gravy. Why the hell not? And we'll just seal that up. And while we're waiting for that, we'll have some beef jerky. We're going to be all beefed out. Why the hell not? So that's the thing about being up at height. We're literally 3 foot off 2,900 feet. And that in the distance there is Helvellyn. And that's a couple of 100 feet higher than this. And it's all clagged in. And if it comes this way, I'll be clagged in. Well, that's the chance you take, you know. You get up at height and you get the fantastic views, or you don't, depending on whether the clag comes in, basically. But for now, we've got nice views, so we'll take that. Oh, it smells good. Go on, you want some, don't you? You do, you do. Well, in the 5 minutes that I've been eating my dinner, it's totally clagged in. I was hoping to get a nice sunset, you know, but like, there's Helvellyn. Somewhere. And there's Thirlmere down there, somewhere. And in the distance, there's water. Somewhere. Yeah. I told you that's what could happen. It might clear up yet. If it doesn't, I'll see you in the morning. I always find going down the mountain harder than going up, actually. Just does your calves in and the front of your thighs, you know. Oh, not good. But I will say this, having boots on, much better than those trail runners, because like I say, it stabilises your feet, doesn't it? You don't feel like you're going to roll your ankle or twist your knee. So sorry Solomon trail running shoes, but I don't think I'll be doing big climbing routes with you. Really grippy, great, but like hopeless coming down. Hopeless coming down. I'm just coming down here. I'm coming past this side, sort of the western side of Catsy Cam. Isn't that an impressive mountain in its own right? When you go on the other side, the eastern side, and you're going up to Helvellyn beyond there, it just looks like a little blip, really. You don't really think of it being much of a peak. But when you're on this side of it, look at that face. I wouldn't want to climb it, put it that way. Not from this side. Whoa. Got no broken legs, but it looks fantastic. Just wait till you see this. How wonderful was that? Absolutely stunning. And you know, it's not that far away from the other track that goes up onto Birkhouse Moor. I bet a lot of people just trot on past that, don't even realise it's there. But I swore not to forget that. That was just, oh, I feel so alive now. So grateful. What a gorgeous world we live in. Well, the sun is absolutely shining now. It's gorgeous. Thoroughly enjoyed that night out. Absolutely beautiful. And that swim this morning, oh wow. I am thoroughly awake now. Wonderful. It's about 10 o'clock now. It's gorgeous. If you enjoyed that, give us a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you next time. You take care. See yous.